All right, hey everyone. So I'm going to talk real quick about how we're going to record with using either a metronome or a click track. So those are kind of two things we're going to be looking at this year. All right. So some of you may have, or you may want to get a metronome. Okay. So this is just an independent device that keeps tempo for us, just like when we are in sorry, just like when we're in class, we have a metronome that we turn on that keeps the beat for us, all right? So you don't have to buy one of these, but if you want to, it's a really handy device, especially if you know you're going to do music for a long time, okay? Other options for metronome, we're going to post a free one that's accessible online so that you can use it on a phone or a tablet or computer. It doesn't really matter. It's just through Google. It's very easy to use. And then for some of our assignments, we're going to post click tracks, which Mr. Dietz and I will make. And that's going to have, it's going to be for like our music specifically. It's going to be at the speed that we choose. And it's going to have some like instructions in it. So like while you're playing, we'll tell you when to start. We'll count you off. We'll show you like, all right, we're at measure 9, measure 14 as you're playing, so you know you're in the right spot. Okay, so we'll have more information about click tracks later. What I want to discuss today is if you're recording yourself playing an assignment and you're using a metronome, you have to kind of be careful about how we place it, because if I'm recording myself playing and I put my metronome right here, that's going to be really loud on the recording, and that's going to be like heard the whole time. Okay, and so for some of our assignments, we'll want you to use a metronome, but we will not want to hear it. All right, so some options you have, most of these that you would get will have a place to plug in a headphone jack, so you can just use headphones, and then we don't hear it in the video, but you can still hear it, so that's really nice. If you're using the metronome tool that we send you guys over Google, you can use that on a phone or your device. So it's going to be easier if you have two devices, one to record you and one to be the metronome. And so we just recommend using headphones for that. So you would just plug in, you get your metronome loaded, you would get it started, and then, sorry, these are in a big knot, but you would basically just want to have one earbud in for your metronome and the other one open so that you can kind of still hear your instrument and make sure you like the sounds you're producing and all that stuff. Okay, so if you have access to two devices, even just for a little bit, like you can practice it by yourself with your one device and then say like, all right, hey, for 10 minutes, can I borrow this other device to be my metronome so I can record? That's going to work awesome. But even if you only have your one device, still a possibility. Okay, so for your one device, you would just plug your headphones straight in to the device itself. All right, so that you are listening to the metronome with this and then still recording on the device. Okay, that way we can have the metronome going, you can use it and play in time, tap your foot and all that stuff, but it's not going to show up on the recording and cover up everything that you're doing. All right, so we'll have more information on this as we do more playing assignments. But once we start posting this stuff and do our first couple, we're going to want you to kind of mess around with this and figure out your best setup so you get really good sounds.